What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome to another LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham news update. Now in this video I'll be talking about some little bits of news and also a few more screenshots for the game which have been released. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so first off, two new playable characters that have been revealed to appear in the game are Firefly, which you may have seen from Batman Arkham Origins, and also a new character called Cheetah. Now, if you remember, this game will include over 150 playable characters, so if you're worried that your favourite isn't in there just yet, don't lose hope, because, you know, over 150 characters, anyone could be in there. And actually they've already said it's not even finished, you know, they're still asking people what characters they want to see in the game, via Twitter, Facebook, you know, all the social networking sites. So, you know, if you have a favorite in mind, maybe even a favorite costume or feature, just send them an email or a tweet, and I'm sure they'll be happy to hear your you know, your request. Okay, so next up, more news has been released about some of the suits we'll be able to wear in the game, or more importantly, suits that Robin will be able to use. So for Robin, he has what's called the illumination suit. Now what this does is it turns him into a human light bulb, pretty much, and it allows him to bring light to dark areas. He also has what's called the techno suit. Now this one's quite interesting. So this gives him the intelligence to hack computers. But to successfully hack a computer, you will need to complete a small mini-game where you'll be loaded into a maze. Here you have to stay on top of the platforms as they collapse, raise, and more as you try to make it from one side to the other. That sounds really cool. I like how the hacking mini-games aren't just going to be sort of a quick time event. They're going to be a little more interactive, which is always nice to see. And also with the techno suit, it allows, this is pretty crazy, I love this idea, it allows Robin to call for a remote controlled mini toy Robin on a hoverboard. So we have Batman, we have Robin, but now we have a little mini toy Robin on a hoverboard. Only with Traveler Tales can you think of such cool stuff like this. But yeah, the suits in the game sound really cool, and I can't wait to see, you know, all the other suits we'll be able to use. And even Traveler Tales has even stressed that, you know, if you don't like a certain suit, or maybe you like a certain suit in particular, and you just want to run around with it, you know, maybe you want to be Batman and fly around with his rocket pack, you can do that, you know, you can do that if you want to. That's why they've swapped out having to find the suit pods. You can just switch into any suit whenever you want, which is really, really cool. Alright, so the Flash will obviously be a very fast character in the game. This is completely obvious, we all know this. An example of this, though, is that he can run so fast it can cause a machine to short circuit. This will then open doors and destroy locks. This is really cool because personally for me, Flash didn't seem that useful in LEGO Batman 2. So it's nice to see that TT are really giving all the characters that were in LEGO Batman 2 much more attention, because they kind of just felt like, you know, they were just there because they were there. You know, they didn't need to be there, but they are. So it's nice to see they're giving a lot more attention to these characters, and I can't wait to see, you know, what else Wonder Woman can do. I'm hoping for Aquaman, Green Arrow. I'm hoping for characters like that, because, you know, they'd just be really cool. Now, not only will Zamaron and Odium make an appearance, but also Oa, which is home to the Green Lantern Corps. So, like I said in the last video about John Stewart, we could still see him, you know. We've got Hal Jordan, so it would be really nice to see John Stewart in the game, because he's definitely my favourite Lantern. Alright, so last but not least, a lot of you have been asking, is this game free roam? Is it just hub worlds? You know, and you know, Traveler Tales won't really get into specifics, but I've managed to find some pretty good information on what exactly it is. So basically, this time round, LEGO Batman 3 will have several hub worlds. Each of these worlds will include side missions which you can participate in, and also collectibles that can be found, like for example mini kits, red bricks, power bricks, and extras. So there's a lot for you to collect in these worlds, and the only comparison I would give it to is probably the Lego Movie video game. Now yes, the Lego Movie video game did have really small hub worlds, and they weren't as fun as, you know, previous Lego games. But I think with LEGO Batman, even though it's going to be multiple hub worlds, they'll be bigger, because they've even said that there's a vehicle customizer. Now, if they're putting a lot of detail into vehicles in this game, then there's obviously gonna be a lot of room to fly around, drive around, and things. So I'm hoping that the hub worlds will be a decent size for us to explore in. Plus, like I said, they have side missions and collectibles, so it's got to be a decent size. Alright, so that was the last of the news. Now on to the best bit, the new screenshots. Okay, so first off, we get a really nice look at Lex Luthor, and he looks, completely different to what he looked like in Lego Batman 2. Yes, he's still bald, but he's not in a suit. He's in a, well, actually, I guess you could say he's in a suit. He's in like some power armor suit. And personally, I think it would be so cool if, like for example, in Lego Marvel, Iron Man had the Hulkbuster suit. It would be so cool if Lex Luthor has a big, big figure, powered suit with missiles and machine guns, and it's just really strong. That would just be so awesome. And it'd also be a cool boss battle in the game if we fought Lex Luthor. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe he looks like this in the beginning of the mission, and then near the end he gets really annoyed and finally gets into that suit. That would be really cool. Alright, so I know this is a screenshot we've already seen, but this is a better version of it. It doesn't have the Lego Batman 3 logo or anything. It's just a clear image of this cool looking cyborg suit, and he looks really awesome here. But I don't think he's in some sort of interior or anything, or a ship. I think he's just in the vacuum of space, so it would be so cool if we can just get out there and just start flying around as like Superman, or like just get into like a bat rocket or something. That would be so cool. Okay, so last but not least, yes, you cannot have a Lego Batman game without Alfred. And of course he's looking really nice here in his little tuxedo. And I'm pretty sure this is the Batcave he's in right now. I mean, I honestly don't know what else it could be. It definitely looks to be the Batcave, and plus, there's objects which even have a Bat logo on them, so it's pretty obvious. But yeah, looks really cool, and yes, we will be able to return to the Batcave and run around it and stuff, which is going to be really awesome. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for lots more news on Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.